Okay, the final patch notes are out. Patch is rolling out tomorrow, so you'll be able to test the set changes tomorrow, Tuesday, February 21st already. For the main part, for the ritual, of course, you'll have to wait till Friday, February 24th, when the season starts and we get Walter. So another reminder, do not do your challenge rift, guys, this week until the season starts. Let's jump straight into it, and we will start with a big elephant in the room, the broken potion, the multiple conduit potion, the potion that broke the season. Of course, it was not gonna stay. We suppose that they will maybe reduce the duration of pylons. Maybe they will make it not work with flavor of time. Maybe they will remove it at all, leaving only the shrines. They went with a hybrid solution in the end. So they removed all the pylons except power. Dimensional power is power pylon basically. They left the shrines, which are still supposed they will work with gloves of worship. So gloves of worship next season is a must on your followers, guys. 10 minutes buffs during a jar and during everywhere, like having them everywhere. It's a lot. It's good buffs to have. And this power is kept, but it will also last only 16 seconds, and as mentioned here. And I suppose it will not work with flavor of time. Otherwise, they would not be so specific about 16 seconds. So it will not go up to 32 is my strong belief. Maybe it will, but 99% that it will not. So this is a severe nerf actually to the potion itself, but it's a good change overall. Because, trust me, as fun as it was, you get bored very fast. The game was broken, you needed no paragon, you needed no gear basically. You could do it with a naked character at some point. So your season would have been over in maximum over the weekend. And then it's done. So no one would have played the season 1 week after the start if they left it as it was. Totally broken, totally overpowered, very good they removed it. They drastically reduced the power of it, but they gave some compensation instead. So here, two of the sigils that were giving us 10% damage and then 15% damage, they doubled it. So now, instead of a total of 25% damage on both are unlocked, we will get 50% damage multiplier, which is very good. And I think they nailed it with this fix. This is best middle ground they could find, and I agree with them. Also, they changed the words here. The wording for progress orbs is nothing new. It remains as it was, just they specified it 60 yards now, which is still almost the whole screen, because players were complaining some dropped globes are still on the screen because they were too fast, and before they dropped, they hit the ground, they were gone. So now they just specified it 60 yards. Really cool. No changes there. That's it with the altar, but there is another good change in the costs of altar. So you all know the pain of it. The pain of it, one pain was challenge gift, to keep it for sacrifice or to use it to get past to level 70. That remained there. It's not a big deal. But the other pain was the never-ending questions, which is basically a page that drops in set dungeons. And apparently the range of RNG is quite wild. So some players, including me, will get their page in 5, 10, 15 minutes max. Some players, he did like 100 set dungeons and he still didn't get the page. In the end, they agreed with our complaints. They changed it to 4 tome of set dungeon pages, which is basically you get a green set on you. You don't need all the pieces, you need as many pieces to get the 6-piece bonus, so you can use the Ring of Royal Grandeur. You go to the Leoric Tome in Act 1, in wearing that set, and a page will drop. I can do a separate video on that, how to do it. If you need it, let me know in the comments. And then if enough people need it, I will do it, no problem. And here you have set pages for each class, which is basically the 4 main green sets for each class. Like when you go with a specific set, it will drop this specific page. You can do it for one class, or you can do combined. If you play multiple classes, you can do 1 or 2 with one class, another one with another class. As long as you have 4 in total, cross class, you are good to go to complete that that sacrifice here at step 19. And by the time you get to 19, you should have them. It's very easy to do. Again, let me know in the comments if you need more details how to do it. Remember, guys, also that the starting sets this season are the new sets. And by new sets, I mean the latest sets for each class that we got in the previous seasons. And because these sets are added later in the game, were not in the base game, they do not have a set dungeon. So these sets that you get as starters in this season from Hedrick's gift will not drop a page. You can't use them. So you need the other 4 sets. So this set will be for Monk, it will be POG. It will be GOD for Gears of POG's Patterns of Justice, I believe. GOD for DH, which is Gears of Dreadland. Savages, a Frenzy build for Barbarian. Typhoon for Wizard. Ages of Valor for Crusader. Mundunungu for Witch Doctor. And this is Masquerade for the Bone Spear one, basically for Necro. These will not drop a page, you need the other ones. We also did some bug fixes for the altar. From them, the main one is the extra globe. It was too much, it was dropping for each party member, the extra globe. Now I think they fix it to drop 1 per party, regardless of the number of players, which is good as well because it was completely broken and too overpowered. Skill-wise, nothing changed, but item-wise, we have some changes. So Natalia was completely redone to a manual build. It was again, if you are not aware on PTR, it was a spin to win, but with traps. And because spin to win is so popular now for Demon Hunter, it had no identity. So basically, we had the first one, the original one was GOD. The spin to win build. Then in the previous season, because of one of the powers, of the sanctified powers, we had 2 more spin to win builds with multi-shot and impale. So we had already 3 spin to wins which all played the same and felt the same, just with using different sets and different items. So players were quite bored of this. Blizzard listened. They completely redone it. It's a more engaging playstyle now. You have to do a lot of stuff manually. How it will pan out, we don't know. Tomorrow we can test it already. It might go up to a S tier build, but it's at least an A tier from what I see here. So let's see. This needs testing. No one played it yet. To compensate this, that they're taking this spin to win build away, they give again compensation. They almost doubled the GOD damage output, so they went from 15k to 27.5k multiplier, which is a huge boost, and now officially GOD become the best farming set. So this will be the best in doing bounties, the best in doing T16, and the best in doing keys, the best in doing GR90s for gear, and the best in doing XP, I believe. This will be very close to red runs as well. It will even get in 4-man XP runs, I believe. It can be combined with a rat, or it can be 2 DHs or 3, I don't know. Season will show, but this is very strong. So big win here. No changes for Monk, no changes for Necro, and a surprise Witch Doctor inclusion. Witch Doctor were complaining as well that they were lacking a fast farming set, a fast set for T16 and a fast set for speed GR90s and a fast set for XP farming. So Blizzard listened. They decided to more than double the sprinkle damage from the Manitou rune for Mundunungu. So basically that's that guy that spawns above your head and shoots bolts all over the screen. Those bolts now are more than doubled in damage, and this is great. You'll feel this best in T16, and also it will be very good for low jars and maybe for some XP jars as well. It's a win. It's not a huge win, but still it's a good win. At least Witch Doctors got something compared to Crusaders that got absolutely nothing. These are the main changes for before the season that they done to the patch. Good changes in my opinion, very healthy for the balance of the game. The next days I plan to release an ultimate guide to how to level to 70 fast without the cash, so you keep the cash for your altar sacrifice, And without it, there are several methods to level very fast to 70 in about 2 hours max. And if you are a little bit skilled, you can get it in around 1 hour and a half. So stay tuned, subscribe if you are still not. Make sure you don't miss that video. It will be very helpful for you to get a very fast start in the season. Trust me, there is some good tricks. And if you don't remember how broken was that potion on PTR, or you didn't see it yet, check out one of these videos and you'll see why they nerfed it. Happy hunting, guys. See you in next video.